Hello, hello. I am running some Headhunter Mercenary contracts today. This one has me going to Bueno Ravine to take out a guy named Jake, CFP operative. So how I'm going to do this over at Bueno Ravine on Bloom, notice it's for 150,000 credits. I'm going to load up this beautiful Drake Dragonfly in the back of my Cuddy Black. So I happen to be hostile to CFP. I am aligned with Headhunters in Pyro. I run a lot of contracts for cargo in Pyro, and they always go to Headhunter outposts, but every once in a while I run some mercenary contracts for the Headhunters as well. And in this case, I'm heading to Bueno Ravine, which is a CFP outpost. The turrets at CFP outposts will shoot me out of the sky if I get very close. So whenever I need to go into a CFP outpost, I need to land a ways out. So I generally try to stay about 2 kilometers or more. Notice there's turrets right over there where my target's at. So I'm gonna land right here. And I like to bring hover bikes. The Dragonfly is my favorite one. I feel like it's the most stable and less explodey. I think it's awesome, even though I still crash sometimes. But I'm going to land right here and get the bike unloaded, and we'll head into this CFP outpost. Hopefully, I can run a few contracts today without dying on this Dragonfly. No guarantees though, just like any hover bike in the verse.
Your systems are online.
Alright, there we go. Such a cool bike. Look at that thing. So cool. Oof. Careful, careful, careful. Ah, lucky. Alright, I'm gonna set her down right here.
Engines offline. Your systems are offline.
Alright, there's my target. There's my Cuddy Black over there. Let's do this. Because I'm hostile to CFP, any NPCs I see here will try to take me out. Looks like there's a Connie over there. Hopefully we don't run into any other players. I think I'm overly cautious when I come in for these, but when you're running solo in Pyro, better safe than sorry. Gotta say, however, these CFP outposts are a lot nicer than the Headhunter outposts that I deliver cargo to. Alright. Let's take this guy out. Desync. Contract done. All right, easy as that. Let's get out of here. All right, back to the bike. Okay, load up and get back to the Cuddy Black.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Oh no, that's just the Cuddy Black. All right. Worried me. I thought another ship was coming in. Oh, oof. It's hard to be too careful on these. They're so much fun, but so deadly.
Systems are offline.
All right, sweet. Let's close this door and get out of here. All right, before I take off, I'm gonna see if I can pick up another contract, another one of those. Take a guy out. There we go. Shepherd's Rest. Let's do this.
Shield system offline. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Of course, it's dark. All right, Shepherd's Rest is a funny one because there are places at Shepherd's Rest that have turrets, and then there are places that don't.
Online.
So, got a turret right down here, and it just went into the private property, so let me bug out of that real quick before the turrets light me up. And I don't know that they ever shot. So, it's at a small little outpost here that I don't think has turrets, but I'm gonna play it careful. I could probably... Well, there's a turret on my right. I don't know. I think I'm gonna play it careful and still sit down out here a little ways away. Mostly because I really like taking the dragonfly in, even though I might be able to fly all the way into this one. Yeah, I'm gonna land here and take the dragonfly.
Engines offline. Your systems are offline.
Alright. Here we go. Looks like there's an Avenger Titan parked over there, right by this building. He's right there. Can I shoot him through the door? Oh. Dang. That would have been cool. Let's see. Is he going up on the roof? Maybe? Maybe we can snipe him from out here. No, he's just up on the second level inside the building, so I'm gonna have to go in. So normally I'm a law-abiding citizen. When I'm in Stanton, I avoid crime. When I'm in Pyro, you know, the headhunters, they're the ones that pay me to deliver stuff to their outposts, running cargo for them. So, you know, every once in a while, to keep my bosses happy here in Pyro, I've got to run some mercenary work. Do what you gotta do. Haven't seen me yet, that guy. Oh, guy right here. Stay down. Oh, can I shoot him through here? Let's see. Ah, hit in the middle. Dang it. Ow. Ow. Alright. Oh my gosh. Stupid ladder. Need to heal real quick. They hit me hard. No, tractor beam. Med gun. There we go. Okay, let's see. Looks like he's down. He came down the ladder. I'm gonna go in this back door. Come in behind him. That was a close call. There he is. Got him. Alright, just gonna bug out. Alright. Safe and sound back in the cuddy. Let's pick up another contract. Let's see. There's one. Back to Bueno Ravine. Hopefully it's still in the sun. Should be. It's only been a few minutes since we were there. Coming into Bueno Ravine, hiding behind the mountain from the turrets. When we were here last time, I was parked over there on the left, to my left, but a little closer this time.
Landing gear down. Your systems are online.
All right, third hit, here we go. Oof, this is going to be a big drop. Dangerous on a bike. Oh crap, crap, crap. Oh, dang it. Alright. Okay, well, not cool. Alright, I respawned back at Obituary, right over Bloom, loaded up a brand new Dragonfly in the back of my trusty Nomad, and gonna head back down to Bueno Ravine and finish this contract. Can't leave it undone. Told you these bikes were dangerous. Alright. There's the Cuddy Black on the left and the target on the left.
Shields enabled.
Gonna go ahead and land the Nomad out here where I landed the Cuddy Black on the first contract. And then we'll take the Dragonfly in from here.
Landing gear engaged. Landing complete.
Then I'll just abandon the Nomad here. Alright, sometimes these bikes don't do great on the Nomad, so I'm just going to pull it out with the tractor beam. Alright, that was a little better.
Engines offline. Your systems are offline.
Oh, there's my body right there. Yep, there's my corpse. Let's take care of this guy and get out of here. I mean, I wasn't here that long ago. I wonder if they're still aggroed. Probably not, but good to be careful. Oh, what the? Wonder if that's my dragonfly. I mean, there's a marker for one over there, but could it have bounced this far? Maybe. That'd be crazy. All right, go around the front. There he is right there. Oh. The heck, that guy sounded like Steve Carell. I feel like I just killed Michael Scott. All right, let's get back to the Cuddy Black.
Your systems are online.
Sometimes it's really hard to get out of this hole that Bueno Ravine kind of sits in from this direction. So if you go at an angle, sometimes you can get it. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right, back in the cuddy. I'm gonna leave the Nomad here. Let's pick up one more contract. History. Oh yeah, I died. There we go. Let's do one more. I wanted to do 4 tonight. All right, Frigid Knot. I love Frigid Knot. It's a really cool place.
Quantum drive is now on.
coming into target's location. Looks like we've got one ship here. Man, I love the mountains here. So pretty. Alright, what is this ship? Looks like a Corsair. That's usually where I land my ship when I come to this location. So I wonder if that's somebody doing the same thing I'm doing, here to take out a CFP operative. But I'll land over here.
Landing gear down.
Plenty far from the turrets.
Landing complete.
This location ends up being a lot safer for the Dragonfly as well because it's mostly flat, open land, covered in snow.
Welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Oh, except I think I reversed into a snowdrift. Alright, I'm gonna go up around the back. There's a place where you can land, or in this case, park a hover bike up on top. And my target seems to be up on top anyways. Here we are. Man, it's so pretty here. Look at these mountains, sunset, ice. Pausing for some photo shoots. Okay, there's my target. I think he's just outside right here. Yes, sniper rifle. There we go. Nice. Took him down. What the turrets? What the turrets shooting at? Oh, oh. Gotcha. Gotcha. One more guy. Oof. All right, let's get out of here. Job is done. Let's call it a night. Well, like I said, normally I'm a law-abiding citizen, especially in Stanton. Avoid a life of crime. But when you're living in Pyro, sometimes you've got to do some dirty work. And I got to keep my main customers happy. Headhunters. Sure takes me to some pretty locations though, can't complain about that. All right, well, thank you for watching. Made about 600,000 in about 45 minutes. I'm really happy with that. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and follow along.